EdPuzzle, topic of the day. So EdPuzzle is a great tool to use for sharing videos to your students, especially ones, that you have virtual. If you're just sending a video assignment home, it's a great way to know if they watched it. You also have an engagement factor with it because you can insert questions into the video and the video will pause and the kids have to answer it before the video continues. And then the accountability feature is that you can then click on your class and see how the students answered the questions, what their answers were. If you want to grade it, it'll give you a grade. It'll show you how long they spent watching the video, which is a really great thing to know. So when you create your account, make sure that you put what subject you teach. As a business teacher, it's hardly ever listed as an option, but if you teach math or social studies or something like that or art, it'll be listed. The reason is because trending in other, if I had put that I was an English teacher, it would say trending in, English, and then I would see what videos are popular right now. So it's just kind of really handy if you can be specific on what you teach. So once you get your account created, make sure that you use your Google School account when you log in. Also, our district has purchased the premium for EdPuzzle, so everybody gets the premium package when you sign up for EdPuzzle. So I would love to see us take advantage of that because it's really a great tool to use. And then attach yourself to Marshall County High School because I think that's really cool. It comes up on your content links on the side, and you can just scroll down and see some videos that other teachers in our school are using. I think this would be great for collaboration or teachers who teach common classes. Be like, hey, I created an EdPuzzle. You can share it with your students too if you guys both teach the same thing. So, share, collaborate. Once you get your account created, you're going to want to set up your classes. This is going to let you see what your kids are doing. So this is my marketing class that I had set up, and here are all my students listed in there. So if this is your first time to use EdPuzzle, I think your option to start a new class is probably right here in the center. But since I already have some going, I would hit this plus sign to add a new class, and then just type in this information. You will want a classic type. Now, I know some of you use Google Classroom, so if you do, you can connect it automatically to your Google Classroom and it'll pull your students in automatically. So there is that integration. I didn't, so I just typed mine in this way. And once you have your class created, you're going to go to Invite Students right there, and then I would give them that class code. So you could attach it to Otis as in a class board, or if you're using a HyperDoc or something like that for the day, you can have them, go to edpuzzle.com and type in this code to join your class. You can also copy this link and that will give them a direct link to EdPuzzle in your classroom. So it's really simple for kids to join your class, and then you will assign videos by class out that way. So next is finding videos. So there are lots of ways to do it. There's a search content right here. You can just type in a subject, or if you want to search Princess Diana to get some Princess Diana videos, you can type that in and you'll get a bunch of videos about her. If you click on content up here at the top, you get where I was a second ago, trending in other. And then I think it's also pretty cool. There's a trending in Kentucky section, so you can see what the rest of the state is using EdPuzzle for right now. So I think that is pretty cool. And then also over on the side, you can see a lot of popular channels. So if you like a YouTube video that you use already all the time, you can click on YouTube and then just type in the link there and it'll pull it up. I think what's really cool about EdPuzzle, if you already share out a YouTube video for students to watch, if you share it out through EdPuzzle, you don't even have to insert questions into it, but you still get that accountability feature. You can still see if kids watched it or not. So I love that about it. I would encourage you to use those question features that you can, but if it's just a video you want to make sure that they watch, even assigning it through EdPuzzle gives you that extra piece of accountability. There's Khan Academy, TED Talk, so a lot of things that you might already use are here. You can also click on, whoops, not that, curriculum. And you can choose high school to view content, and you can choose specifically what you want to look into. So if you're ELA, you can click there. It breaks it down into, literature or writing, and it really kind of narrows it down that way. So that's another way to search. So once you find the video that you want, one thing to look for is if you just see the video before you click on it. If you notice this 3 and then there's like a little raindrop beside it, that's how many questions have been dropped in. So this is a 5-minute, 39-second video, and along there, 3 questions have been dropped in. Now you can keep those 3 questions that another teacher has used as is and just straight up assign it to your class ready to go. Or you can edit it and make it personalized to your class, to your needs, and add your own questions and even audio clips in there if you want to. So I'm going to click on this What is Engineering video and see what it's about. So this What is Engineering video has a bunch of questions right here at the end. So I probably would not do that. I don't know, but anyway, that tells you where they are. If you scroll on down, what I like to do is I like to look at, here are other teachers that have used this exact same video and how many questions it has embedded. So you can just kind of click on their version of it. Well, his are all at the end too. Let's see what she did. Okay, hers are a little more spread out, and those others might be fine. Maybe you do want them to watch the video and then just kind of have a speed round of questions at the end of it. That might work out great. But this one, they're a little more, evenly dispersed throughout the video. So if you want to see, for example, what this question one is, you just click on the dot.
That makes sense.
And here's the question. The word engineering comes from Latin, and then the kids would choose whatever answer. So that's that question.
Makes sense because
if you like the video, but you don't necessarily like these questions, or maybe you like these 4, but you want to add some more, you would just click edit. And now you are here. I can't figure out where the best place to put me is. And you can add your own question. So if you wanted a question right at this point in the video,
highways, sanitation.
You pause it, and there you are, right? There's your dot, and you can add a question. You can add a multiple choice, an open-ended, or you can just add a note about, hey, make sure you watch this part of the video. We're going to be talking about it in class tomorrow. So if you click on note, you can just type out the note that says, pay really close attention to what they're about to say. Or if you click this microphone button, you can actually come up and speak and go, hey, are you awake? Pay attention. This is important, or something like that. You can also, if you notice, you can do a voiceover. Nope, can't. Oh, because this is a YouTube. So if it were your own video, you could do a voiceover, but this one is owned by YouTube, so you can't. You can cut the video. So if it's like a 19-minute video and you only want 6 minutes of it in the middle, you can use this cut feature and only have that 6 minutes. So that one is really neat. So you add your questions in. If you choose a multiple choice question, you type the question in, you can have all these features that you see, and you type in your choices. You can add another choice, and then it's super easy to mark the correct answer. You just change that one to green if this one is the correct answer. If it's not, if this one is green, you make it that, and that way it'll grade it for you. And then you're ready to go. Whenever you've got all your questions in there, you just click finish. And now you're ready to assign it to a class. So you would just click assign. And if you have multiple classes that you want to assign it to, you just check them all. So if I wanted it to go to marketing principles and MCHS demo, I could, schedule it. If you want to schedule it later, so if you're kind of planning ahead and you don't want this one to go out till next week, you can use the later button and schedule it. I like this option. You can prevent skipping, which is really important. I highly recommend preventing skipping. Also, turn on closed captioning. That's a great option if you want kids to be able to, see the words at the bottom across there. It's up to you. That one's totally optional. The other one is optional also, but I highly recommend you prevent skipping. And then you would just click assign. So then students would have it in their EdPuzzle, and I'm going to close that. Then when you go to check to see progress, okay, so when you click on your class, I did not set a due date for mine. So mine was under, if you have them due, they would be there, but I did a no due date. So then you would click on the assignment, and you can see here are the kids that didn't watch it. You can see the score that these made. If you see, let's see, I'm going to click down here. I'll look at Jace Driver. He made a 100 on it, and you can click on his, and his grade is 100. He watched 90% of the video, so that tells me that probably once he answered that last question, he didn't watch anymore, and honestly, this video may have had a really long, piece at the end of it that there was no content in anyway. So I don't really worry about 90% of the video as long as it's not, 15% or something like that. So, and he answered all the questions correctly. So you can actually see specific student data on that. So I love EdPuzzle. I think it's a great way, again, to share a video with students. It adds a piece of engagement and also accountability to it. So I hope you give it a try. And if you have any questions about it, just let me know. But I think you're going to find it to be a great tool for your kids. Thanks.